with Judy Sabah right now. Judy, you and I have talked in the past. You've got a theory. Tell me about your theory.
Well, my theory is one that's really important to me, Richard. I see so many people who are either giving up on their dreams and goals, not moving forward in their life, not living up to their potential because of fear. And my theory is that appreciation can stamp out fear.
So how do we see this manifested?
Well, the way that I see fear manifested for many people is through anger, through jealousy, sometimes comparing themselves to other people. That's the way, in the work that I do as a coach, that's the way I see it manifesting. And I see how it stops people.
Yeah, and I've noticed that too. So what can we do about that?
Well, my theory, again, is that, see, what happens is when we focus on the fear, we see more of the fear. So if we can move away from the fear through using appreciation, because, you know, when something happens in our lives that causes us to feel some of those things I was talking about, like comparing to another person or jealousy or anger, that's where we're focusing, what it was that happened that caused us to have those feelings. But there was something that happened in that situation that we can appreciate also, if we'll shift our focus from the fear into appreciation.
Now, is that easy to do?
It's not very easy at all, Richard. I'm practicing these things that I'm telling you about just like I'm asking everybody else to practice them. It's not easy to do at all because our ego gets in the way. And I imagine if you think a little bit about some times when you were upset and how, you know, maybe somebody was talking to you and asking you to shift your attitude or something, and it just seems like it's gripping you.
Sure.
You know, and I remember when you were talking about when you were kind of in a grumpy mood and your 12-year-old son was trying to get you to shift your attitude, and it just seems, if you can go back in your mind about how that felt, and it's like gripping you. So it's not easy to do. We must make a decision to do that. And I've got some actions.
What are those action steps?
Well, one of the things is to train ourselves to shift from fear to appreciation. Another is to take some action physically. And I'd like to give you a gift today.
Okay.
And the gift is, sometimes when we take the action of writing, that can help us shift to write something in appreciation.
Okay.
And so I'd like to give you the gift of any time that you want, sending a card either to a person that you may have had some bad feelings about, which those feelings that we've been describing all have at the basis fear of rejection or fear of inadequacy.
Okay.
So I'd like to give you the opportunity to write a card to that person, appreciating them for something, or to write a card to yourself, appreciating yourself for the good things that you do.
And you've got a tool to do this.
That's right. And I'm going to give you that web address. You can write this card. The card's not going to cost anything, but the card is going to come to you or the person that you write it to in the mail. It's not going to be an e-card. It's going to be a physical card that will show up in your mailbox. And I'd ask that you write that card focusing on the appreciation you have for the person you're writing the card to, or focusing on the appreciation that you have for yourself. And
Okay.
I'll give that address now if that's okay.
Sure, absolutely.
The address is www.sendoutcards.com/J Sabah. JSABAH stands for Judy Sabah for my name. And if there are people who have other questions, they could contact me by phone at 303-777-1765 or by email at judy@judysabah.com.
That's very interesting, very enlightening. And we've got a couple of minutes left. I did want to ask you, because this, I've gotten e-cards before via my email, but this isn't an e-card, even though you're going through a website.
That's right, it's not. It is a physical card that you receive in the mail, and it's very, very easy to do. One of the things that I teach people is to send a card of appreciation to someone each and every day. And if we keep our attention focused every day on sending out appreciation or thanksgiving for something that you've done or recognition, that will help us stay in a better frame of mind and not have as many things that get us into the fear of rejection or the fear of inadequacy, that keep us from having as many of the feelings with the jealousy and anger and all of that kind of thing. It's a very powerful thing to do every single morning, to write a note of appreciation or thanks to someone.
So it's how you get your brain started in the morning and the attitude. Judy, thank you very much. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Richard.